Hello. Oh shit, I forgot my pop filter. Hey, Will. How you doing? Why isn't your message popping up on my chat? Unless it is, but it's not. There we go. Wait, what? Why can't I see the second message? What's going on? Okay, just delay. You alright? Very tired? I'm expecting that it's work again, no? Shame, how's your Monday been? There is a thing I can say about delay. Because I'm not getting... Yeah. It says low latency. I just don't know why it's not updating. Oh, it is updating. Okay, never mind. It's fine. It's just that the chat doesn't recognize YouTube's just doesn't recognize YouTube's emotes. That, and early this morning there was an alarm going off from 1 to 5. Oh no, was it like a house alarm of a house that you don't live in, presumably? That also sucks. Oh, you can't get like a decent amount of sleep. Sorry. I'm sorry about that. My cat. I would really love it if you would stop doing your thing. Neighboring apartment complex. I'm just wrestling this cat. He's old. Yes? What have you got to say for yourself? Cuckoo. Meow. Meow. Go sit there or some shit. I need to fix my ring light. She's so big now, yeah. She really is. Like when I got her, she could very easily just sleep on my leg, like on my one leg. I'm not a very big leg person. I am not particularly thick in the leg department. And now she's massive. Well, she's not massive, but she's like a decently sized cat. She'll be 1 in January. She was 12 weeks and I got her like at the beginning of March. So yeah, January. No? December? Did I get her in April? Shit. I am a bad mother. Yeah, she's still technically a kitten. So let's see. There we go. 15th of March. This was the first photo I took of her. She was so small. I love her, but sometimes she just drives me insane. I was working on a project earlier, and she was doing all sorts of crazy things around the this vicinity, you know, hanging off the ring light and jumping on the screen and like, fuck. Oh, this is probably really loud. Here we go. Much better. As much as this piano is a lot of fun, I ain't gonna have it compete. All right, I think we're just gonna jump right in. I don't know how well this weather is going to hold, so we may have interruptions. Sorry, there isn't an earthquake. I may have interruptions, but I'm just kind of keeping an eye on the weather and, you know, seeing how things go. Standard cat shenanigans, absolutely. Okay, you can chill here, and you can chill here, and you can chill there. Disco Elysium, I'm really excited. When I kind of started working today and still had a lot of energy at like 1 o'clock, I was like, okay, we're streaming today. I don't care if I also streamed yesterday. I am also streaming today. Sorry, just adjusting the light so that it doesn't like shine straight into the thing. This game has native support for Steam input. The system seems used to... Okay. Your layout will show game actions instead of... Okay. These games are often called action sets. This means you'll be able to fully customize every part of your game to suit your preferences, but only if you choose to. Okay. Yeah, gotta capitalize on it. Like, I think a part of me would be like, whoa, like, if you use up all of your energy now, you won't have energy for streaming later. To which I say bullshit, because then I will still not have energy later anyway. So like, I don't think it matters. Oh crap, I swore in the first 10 minutes. Oh no, it's been 15 minutes, we're okay. I feel like I've got to make arbitrary rules about what works for YouTube and what doesn't. Now my cat has made herself very scarce and I'm worried. Because I'm like, she is not all over my nonsense now. Like, where is she? Hey, cat. Where you at? Hello? There she is. Alright. She's okay. Taking its time to load again. There we go. Okay. I think I did a couple of autosaves and stuff. And we decided to keep a lot of that conversation with the lady like unread, basically. Unchecked because of other things. Oh, hang on. Okay, the sound is not coming through the right thing, so please hold. Technical difficulties. It's not registering that it's coming from the speaker. Or it's thinking that it's coming, or at least they want to send the sound out of my speaker, but not into my headphones. So we try again. Okay, are we having sound? Does not sound like it. Why are we not having sound? Video game. Hello? Why are we not having sound? Oh, this is annoying. Okay. Still don't have sound. What? Please, video game. I mean, short of like restarting my PC. Okay. I'm going to restart Steam. And if that doesn't work, then like we can't really play this. I don't know why it has decided to not have things. Technical difficulties. This is the perfect technical difficulty song. I wouldn't be surprised if I looked over the soundtrack title and it says technical difficulties. Why is it the game, the day that I decide to tweet about this on YouTube? I mean on things. Oh, wait. Whoops. Yeah, I'm getting zero sound. What? What? Why? I don't understand. There's no audio devices and settings. Unless I do this. Like I do the Steam settings. But that doesn't make sense. Hello, check the Windows volume. Oh my god, that is exactly what it is. That is exactly what it is. Oh my god. Wolf, thank you. Also, we've been playing without music this whole time? Wow. Is that loud? Turn the music down a little bit. Alright. How are you doing, Wolf? I have some exciting things to tell you. Some projects that I have in mind. And you know, there's Christmas around the corner. I don't know if I must plan anything for Christmas yet. Anyway, so we were interrogating this lady. And then she wanted to make a deal about us investigating the, like, illegal drug trade or something like that in return for information. But, then Kim's like, we're not here to do her dirty work. We're just here to get information from her. We can still investigate it, but we won't tell her what's going on. So that's it. And then I left most of her stuff unread because it would serve as a recap. I'm doing good. I'm doing really good, Wolf.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Do you know something about these tattoos? Or at least tell me about this alleged drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isla into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Oh, also, we still have a German accent.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Okay, let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Rechevol through the terminal.
Yes. After they clear the terminal,
I'll get there.
we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
North, okay.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
That does not sound like a light novel, Wolf. It sounds like a heavy novel. And you want us to investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
Oh, am I going to need bolt cutters for this?
Unlikely, officer.
Oh, well, that's disappointing.
I'm talking about the lorries. Once the ingredients reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they may be vulnerable.
You read it like 4 or 5 days, seems pretty light to me. Oh, okay, that's fair. Maybe it's light reading.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
She gives you a knowing look.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
What proof do you have that the Union is involved?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
4 months?
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think the strike is being funded with source ingredients for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, but she's clearly not the type your typical lorryman would confide in.
That's fair. Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier?
We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
Ah, it's about the pissing contest.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Rise of the Shield Hero is a light novel. It's not a manga? That's pretty cool. I like Rise of the Shield Hero. Didn't a new season come out recently?
Well, here's your chance, officers.
It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded there like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However,
She pauses, looking to the sea.
this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue.
She looks north.
Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Tract and beg them to open the drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
Oh, we already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present at the lynching.
The two might even be connected.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done.
Okay, I've made up my mind about the smuggling investigation.
Yes?
We will take this case to probe the drivers and see what it yields.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
She takes another long sip from her seemingly bottomless thermal cup. Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things.
Airships. Cool.
And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
How much money does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
A billion?
Billion. I like this one. The money I owe is so much less than that.
Yes, past a certain point, numbers begin to seem imaginary. But they are quite real for the 72,000 employees who depend on Wild Pines for their paychecks. A conglomerate the size of Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving and growing, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It is a tremendous responsibility.
Where does Wild Pines get all these billions?
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Easterlers 250 years ago, when Pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain.
Okay.
Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
What does such a huge system want with a place like this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
You don't keep it moving, the workers do. The company is nothing without them,
We built this district.
she says calmly.
All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions. The plazas Meteor and Mosaic. Even some of the old street lamps have been put back thanks to the investments from the WP.
She points behind you where the seawall rises.
Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbour, even before it was part of Revachol, long before Terminal B was erected here, the Pines built it as a resort for its Revacholian employees. A company getaway, for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution. But that's another matter. I'm here to make sure the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they built.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
You seem rich. Can I have some money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy.
What?
Is it?
What? Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
Oh, what lustrous hair.
A well-kempt, yet tastefully short bob of dark hair. Despite the first hints of grey, she's elected to keep it au naturel, shaped into a permanent wave, late 40s style. While dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry. Wealth and all its possibilities.
Yeah, so?
Now look at you. You misery-clad simian. Barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead and your underwear feels uncomfortable.
I think my underwear feels great.
You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
Poor as balls. I am a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leech for some dough.
You think your little communism protects you from this feeling? No. The more demeaning it is to grovel at her feet. Oh God, the lieutenant is here too. Do not dishonor the force.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
It is a light novel that also has a manga adaptation. And yes, there's a new season of Shield Hero coming out this season. I'm caught up on both the manga and anime, and I'm reading the novel. Okay. So it was a web novel before it became a light novel that was adapted to both manga and anime. Okay, got it. That's pretty cool. Is that like kind of unique? Because I only know, you know, manga and anime vibes. And I know a little bit about light novels, but that's it. I'm going to try with this Felician thing, but I want to ask her some things.
Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Wait, what if I want to hear about the trade secrets?
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Elements. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
An octopus? I'll slay it.
Good luck is only kept in place by the vested interests of half the civilized world, including your own.
What the ma'am means is that the Emergencies Act and the RCM both get their authority from the coalition government.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
What is your role in this precisely?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbor. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Oh, you mean Jean-Luc, my race mentor. He's a great teacher, a man of virtue.
Oh, so you've met him. Has he beguiled you with his inane theories?
My colleague has his peculiarities. Let's not go into this particular one just yet.
Of course. To each their own.
How were the talks going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
He looks at his notes.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
I mean, light novels to manga happen sometimes. Not sure about web novels to light novels. There's also web comics to manga like One Punch Man. Oh, One Punch Man was a web comic. I'm learning something new all the time. That's so dope. I don't know if I've got my filters on my... Yeah, I do have my filters. Okay. Sorry. What do you think of Everard?
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Oh, really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt.
Ah.
I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Oh, he's not that bad.
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
Wait, there are two of him.
Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over.
Ah, that's cute. It also helps with voice acting. That's the first thing that came to mind.
It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
Sorry, they're like people talking in my corridor. And that doesn't usually happen, and I hope you guys aren't hearing it. What about the union itself, outside the Brothers Clare?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that.
I might have some network issues. I'm hearing the wind picking up again.
Organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The Brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
She hesitates, looking for the right expression.
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, we are forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother.
She turns to you.
And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
A giant leech sucking the life out of Revachol.
Indeed. And a hungry one. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much you feed the leech always hungers.
Wind going to blow away your internet. It's not necessarily the wind blowing away the internet. It's the wind blowing the clouds this way to bring the rain, which blows away the internet. Last week you tried a fantastic Borgor blend and found some amazing bittersweet pickles that go well with Borgors. What is a Borgor? Tell me about your Borgor blend. What happened to this gourmand?
Mr. Clare told him to...
She
how did he put it?
She pauses to compose himself.
Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Okay then.
Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the Union.
Sounds like usual aggressive posturing.
What are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes. Every worker, a member of the board.
Over-aggressive commie posturing.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker, a member of the board.
Most of them probably don't know what that means.
Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
The king is dead. Long live the workers.
That may well be. It's not up to me to decide who is king, but as negotiations go, it's not a swell start.
Oh, what are you going to do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyar at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, call me mañana.
Okay,
This checks out.
cool. You don't know the name of the parts in English, it might be a problem, but it was more in line with the 72-28 blend. Is that like fat to meat content, Wolf? Like 72% meat and 28% fat? The scabs at the gate, did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the Union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Okay. One more thing. You said something happened at the elections.
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Oh,
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
oh, it happens.
Does it? The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a Union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Okay.
Thank you for your concern, man. We'll be just fine.
Oh, that's all I need here. Let's change the
course.
topic.
How else can I help?
By the way, I've talked to Evert, Claire.
You have. And how did you like Mr. Clare?
Oh, I like this one. He is not the champion I have chosen. I wish to swear fealty to you and the cause of capital. No. Maybe the bloated rainbow? No. Oh, there you go. He is a beautiful man. Beautiful and just.
Just? In what way?
Well, in a nice, crunchy, white working class way, of course.
Of course.
Crunchy.
How else would he have stayed in power all these years if it were not for ethnic nationalism? Or wait, corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, worm-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
She looks at the ground and nods.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Kim is just like my walking disclaimer.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt worm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something...
He looks more chewy than crunchy. I think he's like squishy. You know those like horrible like goo balls? And then if, for instance, you played with them too much and then they just kind of squelch open, that's exactly like that consistency. Ugh. Or it might be sirloin, tenderloin blend, I'm not sure. Okay. Sirloin doesn't have a lot of fat on it, as far as I know. I'm not sure about tenderloin.
How could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Yes, your disgusting necktie agrees completely. Let's gossip.
Oh, let's pursue this. I love this horrific necktie. Mr. Everett is helping me find my gun.
Oh. That's so helpful of him.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear his jaw muscle is trembling.
Sorry, I've got my nail file. I think Kim is losing his patience with us. I'm so sorry.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this to gauge their reactions. It's all part of detecting.
Walking disclaimer.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun?
Oh, Mr. Everett is helping me find my gun. I'm just repeating.
Yes. As you said.
She looks confused for a moment.
Please, don't get him in a loop. If he gets in a loop, it will last forever. Ask him to say something else, please.
Of course. Thank you for the advice. I'm glad you were here to assist. Your other dealings with Everard are still of considerable interest to me.
The lieutenant will be more lenient toward sharing those, hopefully.
Okay. I'd rather talk about something else for now, if you don't mind.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up later, down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
Do you know something about these tattoos?
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
Why? How is you looking at the photo tied to the lynching?
Better not tie the fourth day to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
Okay. I'm gonna ask, can I have some money? Sounds like a great... Oh my god.
It just doesn't come out of your mouth. What does is...
Money!
Excuse me? I didn't hear you. Did you say money?
No, I didn't. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Thank you, that's all for now.
Of course, Detective. Take care.
We're not gonna go into the whole reality thing. Not yet. I'm kind of like... I want to move the plot along, you know what I mean? It was super tasty. Served it with iceberg lettuce, bittersweet pickles, cheese, caramelized onions, and mayo. That sounds delicious. What kind of cheese? Ooh.
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Brota.
So what? Sounds like my stomach is growling.
Evening falls. The time has come to take the vow.
The time has come. The vows?
The vows are blood and flesh.
Blood? What is my lower intestine going on about?
Lower intestine? The term is metabolic and circulatory system.
Okay, but what's the hard stuff?
Fascism, Brota.
What is fascism, though?
Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revershot's problems?
Financiers?
Yes, them. But also, Wormen.
Herman?
Wormen. Men of Wur.
Oh.
You don't like them. They're insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed off this world with rubbing alcohol. Woo men need to go back to the fucking kitchen.
What?
That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. But the main thing is that woo men need to know their place.
Oh my god, here we go. Am I having some kind of stomach seizure?
Stomach truth. You're having a stomach truth.
Why am I getting this?
Because you've said the hard things that others won't say. The good things. You've
Good.
said them many times.
Oh, fascism sounds bad though. What if we did something else, like traditionalism?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Let's call it that. Good thinking.
Oh, it sounds like such a bad idea to start up with fascism, but I don't want to because we have a German.
You're
Okay.
going to keep your vooz, right? Keep your vooz, Brota.
Chat. It makes me want to die to opt in. Bad decisions. Are we gonna opt in? It is a very bad decision to be a fascist. Are we doing it? Are we opting in? Up to me. Don't know. Don't give me that will. Oh Lord. Yeah, it's no pants bad decisions. Maybe I can just do boundaries. I mean, Portugal had a middle-aged fascist crisis, so what is stopping you? I wouldn't fault you for wanting to opt out. I feel like I would draw the line with fascism. But you know what? You know what? The reason why I actually started this playthrough was that I wanted to make those bad decisions so that other people who are maybe sensible and was just like, okay, like, I'm not going to choose fascism because that's the sensible thing to do. It's like, what if you did choose it? Like, you know, unfortunately, this is like freaking televised, so people can nail me to a stake with this, but like, televised. But you get what I'm saying. Like, I want to make the cuck decisions that you were just like, oh, we're absolutely not doing that. And I absolutely am doing that. And that's horrible. Oh my word. All right, I'll keep my views for the glory of the revolution nation.
For the nation, smart. Best not to mention the woo men too often. That's why you're the head and I am the stomach.
In this episode, Kez tries to justify her fascism. Oh my god. Okay, no, fascism is about industry and politics and nationhood, not women. I am absolutely okay with women.
Of course you are, Bruta. Of course.
A wing-shaped growl sounds from your ass. This one. Pat your stomach, finish thought. Yeah. There it is. They fucked this place. Revachol is in ruins. The Koikos and the Kipts and the Yamatos with their desert pygmy magic spinning tops. They fucked it. RNG's liberals and Vespertine moneylenders too. They're all socialists, especially the women and the Kipts. You have only a vague idea what this means, but it's clear that a good, strong state must be erected upon the ruins if any of us are to have a future. The shadowy outlines of the state starts forming every time you close your eyes. Apocalypse is almost done, though. Alright, so now we can go and check this body. Your room in the whirling isn't much bigger than the sloop. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in all your life. The belly of this boat shines like it's been recently painted. Looks like there was some more construction here once, decades ago. Oh, I'll walk however I like. Inside the frame of a motorcycle in repair and the tools used to disassemble it. There's a girl up there. Did she spill the paint? I want to look what's in here. I'm gonna like leave it. I just... You told me to keep walking and now you want me to look at you when you talk? Okay, I'm gonna go back and do the autopsy of the board. The body. Go. What's up, Kuno? Alright.
The rotting man lies on his side with his eyes looking straight through you. His body is supine and open to intrusion by autopsy. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Oh, tell me something, dead man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
Oh, okay.
Come back later, Corporal. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Thanks, Hanged Man. First, what exactly is a field autopsy?
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
Actually, it appears I've forgotten what a field autopsy is.
Fine. It's a 3-part form to be filled out on the scene by the detectives responsible. One takes note, the other dictates. The goal is to establish cause of death.
Do we need a scalpel for
A
it?
scalpel is not always required. I hope this is one of those cases. Latex gloves are, however.
Clap your gloved hands. Well, let's get in there.
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, They are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity.
All right.
I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take notes?
Where should I take these notes? In my paperwork?
Yes, you see, the field autopsy form is the one on red copy of paper.
Open your ledger at the field autopsy
The
form.
dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger.
It's the one that I
bright red
fished from the
paper is
dumpster, by the
covered
way.
in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with
1 assistant. Oh, let's jump ahead to the 3-part summary.
No. Let's fill out the info form first.
Okay. 1 assistant.
That's you.
Right. Raphael. No, the gloaming.
the corpse is indifferent to the time of the dead light and great culling. Just lies there. The next box says
Coroner's case number.
KK57-0803.0815.
Write it down.
Next,
Name.
NA. Next,
Date of birth.
NA.
Age.
Roughly 50.
Right. Estimate 50.
the corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook.
6. Race.
Mondial.
Mondial. Write it down.
Pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
7. Sex.
Fucky, fucky!
The little monster exclaims energetically.
Male.
Pigs can have sex.
Right. Fucky, fucky.
Naively, the lieutenant does not double-check your notes.
Ah!
El bigo mistako, Lieutenant.
Hey! We have a apocalypse. I don't think I can resolve this right now. Okay, yeah, breakthrough imminent. Okay. 8. Date of death.
We're still going with March 4th. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
Fucking paperwork, dude.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only 1 box remains.
11. Evidence of treatment.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
What exactly is treatment anyway?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
How did you not know that? Aren't you a cop? You're leaving a weak impression here. Say something sure-handed.
I'm not so sure, but I'm just gonna have no opinion. What's next?
He places his gloved hand on the dead man's chest, as if in preparation. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbat puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed.
Hectic.
Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. The building is tall, 7 stories, wind-wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied. This was a suicide. The other, an accident. The small one. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today. 42 stations of breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
That was such a freaking sobering section. Shit, man. Turn the page.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
Number 1, external examination summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodin, I think. Let's see.
He turns the body onto its side to check the underwear label.
See, it's happening.
Babrodin, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armor. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
When am I gonna get them?
Patience. After the autopsy, before the body is taken away, there will be a window of opportunity. After the lieutenant has gone to sleep. I hope this has helped you, my liege.
Thank you, drama. Write it down.
Tattoos.
He stands up, feet planted on either side of the body.
The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini.
Write it down.
The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end.
Write it down.
Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature, below freezing.
Write it down.
Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Touch the corpse's hair before moving on.
The hair under your latex fingers feels cold to touch, wet.
Stroke his hair.
The stench is suffocating. Strands of dark brown hair start sticking to the latex of the glove.
Yum.
Like thread off a rag doll's head. There must be brilliantine in there. He's combed his hair back with oil.
Keep petting him.
More hair sticks to the glove. Hair off the rain-soaked head of a dead man.
This
There are
is
bumps
such a
and
bad
bits
idea.
on the skull below. An alien landscape. There, dead man. You were someone's child. It's all over now.
There, baby.
The lieutenant watches you in silence.
Write it down, adding the brilliant
That
team.
was some sick shit, Sekopa.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs, consistent with stones thrown. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity. You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest,
What?
consistent with predation.
Write down but amend for high velocity.
Ligature mark.
The lieutenant produces a small folding knife. With the other hand pulling on the belt, he starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Oh, good thing we've got these chain cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now,
He points to the rope squeezing the dead man's neck.
we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below.
Oh no.
Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
If they're giving me a choice, oh, it's going to be so bad.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Yes, I am Kuno's pig. I agree.
You are? This pig is Kuno's.
I'm just gonna do it. Cut the belt off. Yeah!
After some deliberation, you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow.
Press down.
Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
Lieutenant has kneeled closer, running his finger along the dark red groove until there's a gap.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
Write it down.
Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia.
He pulls down the man's underpants.
No! Let's get out and see!
I fucking knew it!
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
I'm gonna look at the genitals.
The dead man's penis is average-sized, congested from the downward collection of blood. The testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The genitalia is greenish. Marbling is present around the crotch.
I wonder. Okay, so they had to do like significant research about what a dead body decomposed in this manner would be, which would have to include genitals. Which now that I'm kind of thinking, okay, cool. If they're doing like a whole like medical article, then that medical article would be quite thorough. But I'm thinking for just this little line of dialogue, either, right, they found this little tidbit of information and they say, well, you need to work for this little tidbit of information and get the right choice. Or the writer was like, we need this tidbit of information because we need to know about his genitals. We need to be thorough. And then like, you know, one of the other writers was just like, oh, for fuck's sake, I need to go and like dig and to see exactly how like a dead man's genitals is going to look like. Anyway, write it down and move on.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
That's a lot. Write it down.
Last item, hands.
He takes the man's right hand in his, inspects it, then moves on to the other hand. I'm going to pick up the hand.
His flesh is cold, icy.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name?
Oh, my name is...
I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from. From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Corbo. What can I do you for, Il Corbo de Cappadocia?
Oh, it's good to hold your hand. Did you like it when I stroked your hair?
I did, Kobo. I did.
Oh.
Reminded me of when I was just a small boy. Before this happened to my face and my body. You did me a kindness there.
Ah, the dead body thinks we were kind.
We should do this more often. Be close like this, I mean.
Cool.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling.
Were we expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Write it down.
Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
What next? Internal examination. Summary.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
You don't even have a joke.
Nope. Right in it.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Yeah.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable.
Yep.
Respiratory system.
Back hunched, as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen, hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
Look inside the dead man's mouth.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea. Look deeper inside.
It's hard.
Oh no.
Once more, you taste stomach acid in the back of your throat. A contraction. Your throat pumps a little something
That
from
was
your
a bad
stomach
idea.
and into your mouth. You're forced to swallow, just to keep looking.
That was a very bad
Inside,
idea.
You see darkness. Just a mess of meat and darkness.
Delicious.
There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo. Ask me later.
Hemorrhaging present in mucus.
The lieutenant repeats impatiently. He lets go of the jaws. The mouth snaps shut before you. Write it down.
Hepatobiliary. NA.
Why? Don't we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
He looks at the corpse's stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust. Oh, I don't think so.
Neither am I.
And that's it?
That's it.
Okay.
Same for toxicology and serology.
Both?
Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there.
Oh, the completionist in me wonders if there's something we could still do.
Like a toxicology screening? At this stage, I doubt processing will find anything, even if he was brimming with cocaine. But still, you should add a request.
Right, NA and add toxicology requested.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging.
Lividity. Write it down.
Gastrointestinal.
He breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around, to the ground, the pool of feces there.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Write it down. Keep the voila.
What's next on the list?
3. Descriptions of injuries. Summary.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
What's the 4th injury for? Field
Nothing. Just in case.
for? Okay. 1. Bite marks.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted.
Write it down.
And your opinion, officer?
Opinion, fatal injury.
Fatal injury by seagulls?
Yes, this man was murdered by seagulls.
No, he was not murdered by seagulls.
Okay, it's not a fatal injury then.
Yes, it's...
I don't like this game.
For God's sake, leave the box unticked then. What next?
Oh man, this is so much fun. What next?
Between the stench of death and a never-ending corpse examination, he's under some stress there. Better not to poke.
But we have to poke. It's such a bad idea. Poke.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Write it down.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp
No.
and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Hey, opinion, a fatal injury.
No, it's not.
Fucking fail as shit, sale man!
Bitch saying your injuries weren't fatal, Kuno. You gonna let it stand?
I do what I want, see? Learn it.
I'll put it down as fatal.
Don't.
Oh god.
He's tired and weary, and you are better not to test his patience.
Fatal shit. Okay. Non-fatal post-mortem.
Right. Next.
Hit an all-time low with Kim. That's the thing that I have. I just unlocked that. I just unlocked that achievement on Steam. Hit an all-time low with Kim. What is the 2.2% of players have this achievement. Ah, I feel so proud of myself. 3, ligature mark.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Write it down.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
Opinion. Fatal injury.
That's it. We have established cause
Ah.
of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But it's a start. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
Oh, first, how did it go?
Well, we established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy. We also requested a toxicological screening. That was thorough. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks, if we are lucky. I will not hold my breath.
Oh, what else?
We were thorough with the list of injuries, too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
Yes, because we wrote in there, fucky fuck. We left one of the injuries unticked as either fatal or not fatal. And we ticked the one that was fatal, and that wasn't fatal. What now?
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg
Rip out a copy of the autopsy pages.
for processing.
He looks at the dead man one more time, then at the slip of red paper in his hand, then at the corpse again.
He's thinking, did I miss something?
Oh. I mean, let's try it.
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough.
Look at his pants again.
The genitals in his breeches continue to be unnoteworthy. You see the penis of a dead man.
Excellent.
If you've seen it once, you've already got the picture.
Can't get enough of that dick.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
I've got a gut feeling that there is something more to this corpse.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast.
Okay, where can we find a fridge for the body?
It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking Gart at the Whirling in Rags and the Fritz store down at the gates. If they don't know, but only if all else fails.
Okay.
Fuck are you looking at, Beano man? You want a piece of the Kuno? Wanna get fucked?
Only if all else fails.
Let's hurry then.
This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find.
Okay.
Cop of the apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
It's not fire. It's not ash. There will most certainly be a sea of corpses leading up to the event. But it won't be war or pestilence that causes it. Oh no, the event will belong to a genre of cataclysm no man has dared to suspect would ever come to pass. You can only sense the shape of it, like a cavity, a pit opening up in your stomach, a throat into which the world will vanish. The streets, the grass, the stars, all will be rolled back. By whom? By what? And how? You don't know. All you know is you're not joking around.
Cool. I can unlock this, use a skill point to unlock it and start learning about fascism. I'd love to get some of the thought cabinet art decor. Oh man. So they are like you know, like at the big Comic Cons, they do have art decor stuff. Oh wow, there's a lot going on in here. Well, not art, but they have got like Disco Elysium art. And then I also know someone who got the Kim Katsuragi bomber jacket. Oh, that's also something I really, really want.
Can I help you?
I seem to be in need of a fridge.
Yes, yes. For the dead body. You want to put a dead corpse into my fridge, right?
Correct him.
No. We want to put a very important dead body into your fridge.
I don't care. You're not putting a dead body into my fridge.
Why?
Because this is a culinary establishment, not a morgue. I can't believe you even asked me.
It would only be for...
Lieutenant, you too? You're asking too? No. The answer is no. I will not turn this place into some kind of macabre circus.
Wow. Turn the lieutenant off like he was a busted old radio. He really is the lord of his realm.
Let's go talk to the freight clerk.
Okay, bye. Oh no, wait, we need to talk. We need to talk to Sylvie. I talked to Sylvie. She left because of me, not you.
Wait, what? But what about the bird?
The bird?
Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left.
Oh, she didn't break it. I did. I threw it against the wall.
You broke the skewer.
His face is flushed with emotions. A rash covers his neck.
I assure you it was him.
It's as if he can't decide whether to be angry or relieved that it was you. Again.
Why on earth did you have to break the skewer?
I must break things. It's the way I am.
I can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to send me a message. Symbol of hope and all. All right. Did she say anything else? About me, you know? Did she say anything about me?
Oh, she said you're nice, but also her employer. I mean, come on, the power vertical here. Shake your head.
Yeah, I do have a lot of cafeterias to manage, and a lot of employees there. I can't make this part of my work practice. It was unprofessional of me. Anyway, thank you for clearing it up. Now, if there isn't anything else...
He does not seem to be overjoyed about his newfound professionalism. Yeah, I fucked that up.
Or can you give him a moment? Somehow you realize this is not going to net you any professional discounts. Already he's reverting back to defensive.
I need a drink. Can you pour me one?
Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this a shaker?
He sounds irritated.
No, there's nothing there.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this?
He shakes the imaginary shaker furiously.
Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I'm not a bartender. I'm a cafeteria manager. Is there anything else you wanted?
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
I want a fucking drink, asshole.
Well, you're not getting it, asshole.
This is a thoughtful exchange. Can we move on, please?
Bye. We're going to Freet. We're not talking to these people today. Bye. We're doing main quest only. Let's go. It's all part of the challenge. Oh, I think they're closed though. Oh, no, they're not. Hello, can I use your fridge?
Is this about the questions again? because I don't really know anything.
I still love this lady's voice acting. Oh, it's so good. Do you have a fridge?
Mm-hmm. Right behind you.
Oh, so you're right. This is a fridge. Wicked.
Yeah.
She's not really paying attention to you anymore. I need to store a corpse there.
You're joking, right?
No, I'm not joking. I need to store the corpse of the hanged man in your fridge.
Okay. It wouldn't even fit, you know.
Now that I'm looking at it, maybe a glass-doored fridge in a public grocery store isn't the best option for storing a corpse.
Ah, pity. 'Twould have been beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know.
She returns to her magazine. Leave. All right, now we're gonna have to talk to Kuno. Wait. Can we try to steal the rain
To the
cloak
left
again?
of the croissants and juice bottles, several packaged.
Wait.
What is what?
Yeah, never mind. The game tried to tell me earlier when it was raining that they were like, oh, hey, there's a raincoat. You can find it here. Like, exactly. Like, under the counter in Feet. Like, it is there. Use the fucking raincoats. And I'm like, nope. Pants only run. We're gonna catch a cold. And we're gonna be bad. Yeah! Anyway. Hi, Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Kuno, I need a fridge to stash the body.
For the fucking
Women.
good thing you asked the Kunmeister. Kuno knows a fridge. Perfect for freezing.
Really? I don't believe it.
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno gets around.
Where can I find this perfect fridge then?
Bacon Man's in a rush. But what's in it for the Kuno? What's the return on Kuno's investment?
Okay, no, we're gonna try.
Kuno's a poor kid from a poor neighborhood. Say your job is on the line. He'll sympathize.
Am I sure about this? Sounds kind of weak.
No, it's not weakness. It's sincere. Do not confuse sincerity with weakness. Say it. Trust me.
Kid, this is serious. My job is on the line. If I don't get this sorted, I might actually get fired.
The fuck are you doing right now? The fuck is this shit?
Don't pay attention to him. Just keep telling your sad story.
Oh, this is horrible. I've lost almost everything, Kuno. My memory, my money, even my name. I can't lose my job too. Please, please help me.
It's not that dramatic. We can just send the body to processing.
Kuno's never seen anything so lame. Listen, pig. If you were Kuno, the fuck would you care?
What the hell is this? This isn't working at all. You lied to me, Golden Mouth Man.
You just haven't done it long enough. You need to do it even longer.
Oh, that's cute. I like that. This isn't about me, Kuno. It's about the people I'm trying to help. It's too late for me anyway.
Stop shitting yourself in front of the Kuno. Kuno thought you were some kind of big shit. What is this?
We're really low on everything.
Why don't we go pester some other kids now?
Okay, I talked to Manana about the armor.
So?
He told me you promised to sick the pigs on him.
Yeah, so? Kuno did sick the pigs on him. Kuno's a man of his word.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
Oh, whatever, kid.
What is this? Trying to be cool with your new asshole? Kuno was just being nice to you. You got fucked bad. Now limp the fuck out of here. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
Kuno doesn't...
Okay. Well, I know where the fridge is, so... It's like here somewhere.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
There's a lot. Let's go to ICT.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Main hall, building A.
An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
This is the police. Please open the door.
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were...
There was a spot of static that overrides her words.
The doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Andrew Orlando Hayes, SCA.
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers.
Artemiteps Boxing for young athletes and gym.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call.
24-hour window.
You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Emma's Fashion Atelier.
You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence.
Wow.
No one answers the call.
Fabron's Taxi.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore.
Slipstream C, SCA.
You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything.
Hello, is anyone there?
Yes, hello. This is Tracy Peniel Electric.
This is a woman's voice, crackling and fragile through the static.
Have you come to place an order?
Yes, I have come to place an order.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Yes, it is me. Here I am again, crawling back into your life.
Michelle, just please.
She stops and you can hear her breathe heavily, her breath distorted by ancient static.
Sounds like a ghost. Wind blows through your clothes and you feel detached from your surroundings. Inside the building, a cold memory hangs.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Of course I care. It's just that I've been going through some tough time.
Ever since I came to live here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally meet again.
This is creepy. Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry. The cold is deep under your skin, as if you were talking to someone who's 100 years away. Somewhere inside the building, water is flooding the cellar floor.
Oh my god. Oh god. Please don't cry.
She doesn't answer.
You said it was nice. What's so nice about forgetting?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
Oh, fuck!
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Fortress accident SCA.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident.
Main hall, building B, whirling and rags.
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you.
East Delta Pinball, entrance from building B.
Silence. No one answers your call.
Empty card.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
He takes a step back, inspecting the other names on the list. Oh, crap. Okay. And everything's closed now. Damn. What if we talk to the other kid? This one?
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
Take one step closer.
Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
I just want to ask you some questions.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Child, converse with me.
Murder was the case they gave me.
She has almost vanished behind the fence. Only the top of her hat remains. Am I not
I'll
allowed?
die before I squeal, pig.
Listen, child, that corpse made me puke twice, and I was wondering why you don't.
Stay away from me, pig. You don't want to see what happens when you corner me. I'll die before I squeal, pig.
What are those strange words you use?
I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Don't be traumatizing her. Get the fuck out of here.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. What's this kid shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
Get the fuck out of her face. You got done. Talk to me.
Okay. The problem is we don't have a fridge. We failed
The
everything.
man is decomposed. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Okay. We don't have a fridge. We're gonna let it go here. We need to wait. I think we need to first. And Kim has to be absent. If you manage to send your body to the... Okay, we don't want to send it to processing. That's fine. Hey, the game train. British people trying to sound threatening sounds like they're struggling to talk, which in my experience at work is not true. Yeah, they don't really sound threatening. It's like, I'm going to report you. I'm serious. Look how serious I am. Oh, there's the fruit bag. You hear the distant squall of seabirds. Yay! It was there the whole time. Alright. Instead of... There we go. Let's collect some bottles. What's this? How are you doing, the game train? It's been a while. What's this? A splatter of bullet holes lines the wall. Okay. Nothing really important. Hey, what's up? I think the things I've seen and said. Now we can pick up all this trash.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Our poor little viewer, patted.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Just look inside.
A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk, written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
Shift your focus to the background.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast, studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows. Around the large wooden building, you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice.
Cool. We can also go to the pawn shop. Which is down here. We can also report our badge missing. This guy also has some stuff for me.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
I don't need clothes. What do you have to say for yourself, my guy?
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
Gives you a thumbs up. Oh, what's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool. The customers are cool. The place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool. Bang, bang, bang.
Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes. You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like.
No clothes. He surveys his consumerist kingdom with an air of satisfaction.
You like premium menswear.
I do.
Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
He settles back into a pile of boxes he's sitting on.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
Okay. What kind of stuff are you selling here?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
Is there a discount for cool officers like me?
No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
Do you have a permit to sell all that?
Good joke, officer. Here we don't have permits. Just economic freedom. Take a look around.
Takes a deep breath.
You glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather, the sidewalks strewn with sunflower seeds and the dust-choked air.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
Sweet. No permits means less work for me. Let's move on.
That's right. Revachol is the best place for an independent self-employer like myself. That's why it's so cool with all the models coming here and cool celebrities.
I'm not going to ask about the pants. We don't care about pants.
Anything for you.
Where are you from?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
Okay, that's
Very
fine.
cool. I
Oh,
like your
get it
style,
this way.
officer.
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there.
That worked?
This is about business, remember.
That worked. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. Hey, you seem like a really successful entrepreneur. Would you like to support the member of the local police force?
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
Well, think of it as an investment.
An investment? What kind of investment?
Oh, it's an investment in me, a highly experimental human being. My risk-reward ratio is insane.
I guess it can't be any riskier than speculating in exotic derivatives. How much are we talking about here?
Bad decisions, 1 million real.
But officer, I don't have that kind of money. There's got to be a more modest investment.
10 real.
10 real is a bargain for that kind of investment. You got it, my man.
I'll look around, thanks. Wow. I did not expect that to go well.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, ultra serious.
I can see you've a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
Inspect the
These
speakers.
once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable Faun Ultras atop them.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
What about the speakers, though? Doesn't anyone want those speakers?
These, officer? These speakers are Samaran garbage. I'm ashamed to even use them for props. Don't waste your time on them.
Can't I buy the sad conquered Sumerian speakers?
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
Oh, that's why I want them. I think I might be lo-fi socialist junk myself.
No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale.
You don't know what I am. I don't even know it myself. I want the speakers.
Well, if you want them...
He pauses for a moment, calculating.
But see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for little extra. 50 cents?
Sounds like a deal.
A pair of Faun Ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole. Dedicated, victorious, sporty, these Faun sneakers are a must-have for a track and field legend.
That sounds like me.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest Faun sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
Only? That's madness.
Yeah. We should save up just to get them. And then also get the speakers.
Hey. Psst.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love?
Yes. We should all stop building love.
This conversation isn't really about love. Try to keep up, okay? This is about the communism you've promised to build. Word on the street is it's going to be 10,000 times larger than any communism previously attempted. Is that true?
Larger than any previous communism attempted. Man, that's the good stuff. How come there's a word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners.
What? I didn't say that.
All people who have more than 25 real in their pocket. Literally murder all human beings, regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
What? When did I say that? All right, that does sound like me.
Funky style. Very funky. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Communism also sounds like a bad idea. But it doesn't sound as bad as fascism, to be honest. It's too tiring. I don't have it in me. I'm beat down and broken.
Very well. I guess no one will build communism.
Nah.
Tell the working man it's over, unless anyone has objections. Let not failure ensnare you any further, beautiful pixie girl. Be an acrobat, a prancing fairy queen.
I'm a beautiful pixie girl. Did you hear that, chat?
Anyone? Anyone else? There's no one? There's no one. Okay then, lie down and let the water carry you downstream.
Goodbye, communism. Right. I am going to meditate on fascism. I'm doing it. It's a horrible idea. We're doing it.
You keep coming back.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first hand, buy second hand. Keep the economy moving.
All right, let's see.
No good. All you can come up with are some treated wool pants. You can tell they're too tight around your thighs and too loose around the waist.
Oh, that sounds disgusting. I'm going to touch them.
They itch like hell. Like an itch pit in hell.
They sound like a bad idea, but we're doing a no pants run, so...
All natural materials, see? Real wool, 100% skin friendly, and they're yours for only 2 real.
Nope. Bye. No to pants. Helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. Hot air rises up in the sewer, sour, acidic, and strangely comforting.
Yes?
Oh, no, nothing. I wanted to pick up the bottle behind you. I was like, no, I was just picking up the bottle behind you. And Kim is like so disappointed because, oh, thought you wanted to talk to me and waste my time again. Oh, I got gloves. I got fingerless gloves. Everybody's wearing fingerless gloves. Whoa. Let's wear them. Extra points if you know where that song comes from. I'm collecting so many bottles. Where are your... No, it's not. Waterlock out of order until Wednesday. What is today?
Evening, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of...
It is Lonely Island. Congratulations.
His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
It's the one about the boombox. And about the old people eating boiled goose. And this is the one where they had Julian Casablancas in it. I remember. Man, I like Julian Casablancas. First things first. What are you doing here, man, on the waterlock?
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock.
Oh.
I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
I would also eat a salami. I mean, the actual meat. Whatever.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage on the waterlock and the salami.
I would also be mad.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer?
The man on the waterlock picks the skin off a slice of salami and takes a sizable bite. I feel like he's doing this in retribution. He was like, I was saving that salami for later. And Barry the Butcher's like, well, it's mine now. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, did you know? Did you know what caused the wreckage? I'm not Australian now.
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol.
The words daredevil driver sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Oh, how's the Serenity? Can I have some of that salami?
Sure thing.
Ah!
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Oh! The lieutenant ponders the offer for a moment, then decides to go for it. He takes a slice of salami from the man and chews on it. Kim, I have underestimated you. Okay, bye.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque.
No, I didn't encounter a bug. It's fine.
This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Pull the lever, crunk.
Pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens.
Push it harder.
Nothing happens. A cold gust of wind blowing in from the sea interrupts the silence of the situation.
The lieutenant hums to himself while staring at your activities. Wrong lever! Release the lever.
Spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal. Some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Pull the lever! Again!
You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens.
Release
the
the
spring
lever.
brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal. Some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Ah, I love my poor choices. I have such fun with them. Roy's Pawn Shop. Fast cash for faster times. Alright, we're gonna investigate everything in here. Mostly military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown into it. A bust of a woman. The plaque simply says DEI. In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. Some kind of machine. An antique cash register?
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back.
Win her back?
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine.
Okay, dig up a truly cool figurine in the box under the table.
Everything you pick out seems faded, chipped, and sad somehow. Most of them are just broken toys.
Nah. We'll just give up.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Stand on the tips of your toes to see more.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite.
A sunset suite.
Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Oh, no, I'm not going to ask. Shopkeep, this Stereo 8 approved machine here
is the Harman Welshie W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
I want to buy that boombox.
And here you are, quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Yay! I did the right thing. That was a great decision. Right? Just impulse buy.
If you don't mind, please put the flashlight away. Some of us have photonic sensitivities.
Oh no, this is my thing.
Put the flashlight away, officer. Having it is a privilege, not a right.
Fine. Oh, there is a bug. There we go. Okay, we're fine. Fine. But I'm wielding... Hello. I'm wielding my crowbar.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
My cat. Are you being silly again? Come here. Hello? Hi. Oh. This cat. Hello, cat. You see that her tail wags quite a lot when I talk to her directly. Hey, Coco. How are you, my Kokoro? Little wagging tail. Hey, you. Oh, no. Upset. Yeah.
What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Oh, it's shameful how insufficient the police presence is in these parts.
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Oh, the business plan is all over the place. You should specialize, zoom in, recapitalize.
It keeps me entertained.
He responds, unimpressed with your business school snobbery.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Ooh. Let's try it.
Okay, he definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it, and many other things besides. But you can't cut through the jumble of sensations to get to the answer. A guarded man like him wouldn't tell you if you asked out loud.
Okay. This boombox I bought, it should play this tape, right? Have you tried out Lethal Company, the game? No, I haven't even heard of it.
Of course. It's in working order still, isn't it? Just pick your tape and set it spinning. It all starts with the tape.
Well, there's something I'd like to sell.
Let me have a look.
I'd like to sell my clothes.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment.
He looks you up and down quickly.
And especially that tie. It swallows photons around it. I have no need for necrotic objects.
Aww.
Your mother is a necrotic object! I'm fun! Look at me sparkle in the light of the projector!
Your mother! I'm fun! I have a fascinating... Such a horrible idea! Oh, yes, let's tell her the crime scene photo.
Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. No sale.
He barely even looks at it. Do you know what the tattoos mean?
Aphotic paths, counter-radiance networks, anti-magnetism. It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something lighter.
I have this commemorative pin, but before I sell it, I have some questions.
Jean-Baptiste summer dinghy races 31. What a pleasant time that was. So, what do you want to know? Price? I can give you $3.20 for it.
$3.20? Hey, that's a rip-off.
A pin from 31 ought to be priced at $3.10, but I added another 10 cents just to be nice.
Okay, but can you hold it for a few days before putting it up for sale? I promise to give the pin back.
Sure, I can keep it behind the counter for a week, but only if you pawn it right now.
Oh, that's all I wanted to know about the pin.
Sure
Thanks.
thing. So, anything else you're thinking of selling?
Commemorative pin. Hey, whoa. Pawn. Postcard. Pawn. Hey. This picture of a happy couple. Pawn. Postcard. Pawn. Sorry, I'm yelling at my cat. I am not going to sell the empty cassette tape. Wait, no. I'm going to pawn it. Cool.
Another time, perhaps.
I'll try this again.
Nope, still no clue. You obviously haven't been doing enough drugs lately.
I should be doing more drugs. You might be able to aid our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
Actually, that's all
The
I've got.
pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
By the way, do you happen to have any guns, like the ones carried by officers of the Citizens Militia?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
What?
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
I feel like there's something you're not telling me.
You weren't quiet yourself, officer.
What was I like?
You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight. And that you need the money. When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it.
Say nothing.
The light swirls in his face and glasses. He doesn't know what to say either.
Was the buyer a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive.
Interesting.
But I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Yep.
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
There is only one explanation. She must be one of my rabid fans.
In that case, she'll be happy to get a visit from us, if we can find her.
Any idea where I can find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it right now. You'll just have to hope Everard wasn't lying, and the Union can track her down in time.
If people from Everard Clare's Union come here to track that gun?
Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it. They went their way. It was a trip, but you know, all sorts of people come here, asking for all sorts of things.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
No, at least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Okay. What's this?
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
How much for the streetlight?
700 real.
Jeez.
A bargain, I dare say.
Are you out of your mind? There's one just like that on every corner.
The light has undergone 3 transformations, and every transformation, large or small, has a price tag.
He rests his elbows on the counter and brings his face closer to the glass. Sorry if you hear tingling. I'm trying to distract my cat from destroying my setup. What do you mean transformations?
Well, there are the cost of removal and rewiring.
Oh, wait, actually. I'm starting to play some sensory videos for her. Some sensory videos that usually you give to babies. And I'm like playing them on the other monitor. What was that? Oh, I know what that was. Oh, my cat. Come look at the screen. No, she's being a little gremlin. My gremlin. Could you perhaps not do that? Hey? This is a cat break. Hello? Come look at the strawberries. Yeah, there's strawberries here. Look at this strawberry. Well, now there's nothing. Oh, there's a blueberry. Oh, she is watching that blueberry. You should keep watching that blueberry.
The most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home.
Okay,
just a
she has
few
lost
days ago.
concentration on the blueberry. We tried, chat. Well, there's nothing else I need to know about the light. Oh, Kim wants to talk. Oh, hey.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafe manager for damages yet.
You should take care of that, then.
Okay, my cat, though. I really don't want her to do things. You're back? Welcome back. Did you have dinner or something? I'm trying to distract my darn cat. But I don't have the money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Get off!
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his best to not make you feel any worse than you already do.
Oh, that's nice of him. What did you have for dinner? Oh, didn't. All right, well, let's talk to this guy. Oh. A sewer grate. A gateway to the river of filth. Veggie soup followed by an egg, a spicy sausage with toasted bread and salad on the side. Wow, that sounds really good. I suppose it is quite cold. It is like definitely soup season. The sausage was undercooked, so he didn't eat much of it. Oh, I'm sorry. No time to kind of put it back on the heat.
Can I help you?
So about the money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
It's cold out. I'll freeze to death because I'm losing the stupid money game. I absolutely did not go and buy a stereo without checking if it was actually working or anything.
Game? Everything is just a game to you, isn't it?
Had time, I just didn't bother. Never cooked one of those sausages. Yeah, that's fair. Like, especially if they're like those short, thick ones. Like, cooking them all the way through is a bit of a pain. Hold on. I still have my key, you know.
Good luck trying to use it.
He taps his foot against a metal box installed at the back of the counter.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
Oh, I'll find a way in. I'll break the door down.
Oh, wonderful. Try to do that. I'll have to call you an ambulance.
What, because you're going to fuck me up? This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it?
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
I've seen something here at the Whirling Gut. A thing I need to talk about.
What thing?
I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
He tosses his head in disdain. Ugh.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. retaliate.
Oh, it's a shame you've got to suck up to the union to stay afloat.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
The lieutenant gives you a meaningful nod. How do we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even men on strike.
You glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager. Huh.
Oh, it is after 1600. The sign said reserved starting 1600. Why isn't anyone in the mess hall?
Good question.
He turns to the cafeteria manager.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere, or laying low after the, lynching.
Whatever he may feel about you, he can't miss the opportunity to throw you a look of what he assumes is shared understanding. Go with it.
Why is that?
They probably fucking killed that guy or something, that's why.
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Okay, goodbye. We're gonna go back to the car. Oh, I'm sorry, Kim. Look at it's raining. I mean, it's not raining, but it's got... I feel like it had more snow than last time. Maybe I'm just blind.
You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
You felt so bad for Kim at this part?
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage.
And then the cage comes down. Look in the suspect transport enclosure.
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. The silver edges sparkle in the
No!
I confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
Oh, wait. Okay, so they're not his. What do you mean you confiscated them?
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
So you took his spinners?
Mm-hmm. I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence.
I get it. I would have confiscated them too. They're mesmerizing.
That they are. I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Did you want to put these spinners on your machine?
No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Yes, outrageously cool.
He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark.
You know what? I think instead of actually selling them, I think it's a bad idea to sell them. Because I also think it's even worse idea to convince Kim to stick them on his police car because it's just so freaking ridiculous. I think it's a worse idea than selling them because selling them will give me the money so I can find a place to stay. That's a good idea, right? It's a good idea to take the things that Kim confiscates so he doesn't have them anymore, but we are going to let him keep him and make him get in touch with his bad boy. Say nothing.
The spinners shine so bright they reflect on the lieutenant's glasses. He doesn't say anything either.
Sorry, I can't take them. It wouldn't be right.
All right, let's not take them now. Then come back once we realize we have to. Have this conversation again, and then take them.
Bye. I'm gonna sleep in the garbage.
Yes?
But Kim needs to go to bed. Oh no, we're not going to kick the post box again. Oh, there are things that we can interact with. To spend time. Damaged ledger. This is the ledger you found in the trayish. It's full of notes written in a man's dense cursive. Have a closer look. Maybe it can be salvaged to start keeping notes in the case.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic boards.
Ah, maybe I should have checked
held
this.
Together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Or anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard.
Oh, excellent.
It's a metaphor for you.
Oh, I thought I was going to use it a bit later.
Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Oh, we will. We're looking at all the pages. Okay, inspect the toilet paper.
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Maybe it's kitchen tissue? They look exactly the same.
If you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue. It's not, though. It's toilet paper.
Ah, leave it there. It's cool.
Cool toilet paper. I mean kitchen tissue.
Inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your finger across the aluminium. Aluminium!
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Hey, Lieutenant, what is this? Point at the sticker.
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
Oh, interesting. What kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
How can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like, for example?
All RCM vehicles have had lights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Turn on the lights, thank you.
Okay.
He returns to his neatly kept notes. You have spent almost 50 hours of Marvel Snap on Steam. Are you enjoying yourself, Will?
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand. It's a sorry sight.
Browse the white papers.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol. Covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered with faint red lines forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
Okay, what's in there? What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate, due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you.
Whoa. So, I have tried to flush down the toilets. Maybe 30 cases. Wow.
It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant?
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
2 cases a week seems to have been my load, Lieutenant. I am not sure I completed them, though.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way.
Aww.
It was presumptuous of me.
I'm sure I made plenty mistakes.
It's okay. We all make mistakes.
Aw, Kim, why are you so sweet?
Like a fan of girls, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
73, but seem to be struggling. Okay, but you're learning. That's really good. There was a mention of a naming convention here.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
Oh my. And they're written in capital letters too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
Wow, that's really good. I can see why not many people got that achievement of disappointing Kim. Yeah, because he's so nice. You don't want to disappoint him because he's so wonderful and lovely, and that's why we're making all the bad choices.
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout.
The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, the murder at the hookah parlor, and collapsing tenement. You know what? All of these naming conventions are actually really great ideas to write short stories on. You know those cuck murder detective books? Not the detectives get murdered, the detectives are investigating the murders. These are really, really, really great titles for that stuff. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location. Imagine John Grisham.
It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Oh, cool. Kim, my cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I mean a non-numeric one with titles. Yes, very pulp noir. How hard-boiled. Hard-boiled. Fell back to rank 67, so I'm really struggling. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I can't help you with that. But I haven't played Marvel Snap in a hot minute.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Oh, why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have a case here, the Square Bullet Hole Murders. I'm going to write these down. Because I'm writing quite a lot these days. So, you know, having more writing prompts is really good. The square, and then a couple of months down the line, I'm going to turn to this page and be like, what the fuck is this?
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that to amuse myself.
That's also one. Kim's like, I'm just like you. The man with the hole in his head.
I pray his loved ones never find out.
What happened to him?
Rail spiked through the head.
Ooh.
He died. It was a workplace accident.
Nasty. I have to open an official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Commit to paper.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager.
Cross out the ones you've already finished.
A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
Okay. I really like the Furies Are at Home in the Mirror. Shit on a Stick is ridiculously good, though. The Furies Are at... I love this. The Furies Are at Home in the Mirror. Because it sounds so freaking vague. It's an awful name. I'm going to write that down as well. The Furies Are at Home in the Mirror.
Furies. Yes, well, I don't know. I have to be honest, I'm not experiencing the internal strife that refers to. And also...
He furrows his brow.
Could you make it less poetic somehow? Just a normal case name, you know? Think, what would that be? A good normal name.
Shit on a Stick!
Ah, yes. I have to tell you, officer, I don't appreciate ironic titles. Other officers will have to use this as reference. If it's idiot or cockfinger, they're not going to get it. They're going to think an idiot and a cockfinger were on this case. So, do you have something less funny?
Fun is outlawed with this guy. What a knock!
Man, I love this necktie. Setting Sun.
Okay. It's a good name, but it has one problem. This case has nothing to do with the setting sun. At all. It has nothing to do with that, so... Something more concrete, perhaps? Do you have something concrete? Mundane, usual?
Usual is boring. We don't do that.
I don't have another name.
Oh, well, then maybe I can suggest one.
Oh, go ahead.
The Hanged Man.
Oh, that's boring.
He really likes that name.
Oh, I'm not feeling it. You see, you weren't feeling mine. I'm not feeling yours.
Are you sure? I think it's pretty serviceable.
Yeah, not feeling it.
Okay then. The case doesn't need to have a name.
Oh.
It actually does. You've offended him.
Offended. Oh, I think that's what I feel the worst. The worst part. Okay, I need to change the title of this because I think I have I have achieved a character arc. At the beginning of the stream, I'm like, I have not regretted my choices. My choices are bad, but they're fun. Let's do it. Now I've gone through this whole redemption arc of bad choices, and I've come to the end of this bad choice rainbow. And at the end of this rainbow is, what have I done to Kim? I am so awful to Kim because I keep like being mean to him and like fucking around. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, it is worse than the fascism. It's worse. Because fascism is a horrible choice. It is terrible. I don't feel bad about that because I know that it's bad. But like, yeah, there's like this deep sense of like, ugh. I'm done inspecting these.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Okay. Browse the yellow papers.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copy of paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form.
What types of forms are there?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of.
Misconduct fine.
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields.
Well, if we can get like a severe case and land ourselves with 1,000 real, we can afford that freaking street light. That sounds grand. Fine, exactly. Great minds.
These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
Field autopsy.
A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs.
Kuno about to find out it's illegal to be a child.
Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
Nice, look at the clipboard.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with.
Jeez,
the edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters, RCM.
Oh, I said I must avoid blue, so I'm going to look at the blue. What did you say the color was?
Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it.
That's the one. Shake the ledger.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment?
Real cop shit. Yeah, peek inside.
Plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
How would I open it?
With your hands. U4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top of the board.
Open the hidden compartment in the clipboard.
The two sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off its slides. If you bend the plastic on your knee, slowly, the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just,
slide the drawer open.
Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
I actually don't know what this is. What's inside?
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
What the fuck? Pick up the ticket stubs.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too.
Pick up the card.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Smell it first.
It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored. A touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti.
Tutti frutti, open it.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand.
A woman?
A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile, you think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please.
But it will make me happy.
A merciful wind blows in from the bay of Revachol, dusting the ground at your feet and raising newspapers far away. You feel the card slipping into it.
Brother.
Let's go.
Okay, yeah, throw the card in the wind. Wait, what was that? Let's do it.
No, don't throw away the baggie. There's dust on the drug baggie. It's not good, but at least it's some kind of way to be together.
Oh, I see. Throw the card in the wind.
Just like that, the wind picks it from your fingers. Cold, they let go.
Wait.
The wax paper rustles, a whisper light and low. Then a sudden gust raises the postcard to the drizzle grey sky above, away from you.
Did it say that I lost the whole ledger?
A small piece of paper dances above Martinez, above slow waves crashing the shore, and the war-torn houses, and the new bâtiments nouveaux alike. Above you, looking up to the grey sky, with your hair greasy and wet. And above the distant street and the 881, even above the old fish market and the church. Its material existence is lost. This great city will pocket it for you, for your own sake. Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Synapses can be rerouted. The mind takes a new shape.
I feel like that was a healthy choice.
For the 80,000 under your jurisdiction. Under Precinct 41, where typewriters fire long into the night, and officers walk the great steps and the bridge, long after the card has landed in the cold shore waters, its writing dissolved, material disintegrated. The wind carries the keepsake away from you. To the southwest, the pale violet dot disappears.
What was in there?
No, you should not have thought back at it. Now some of it is on your mind again.
Oh, look at the ledger again.
The ledger of oblivion-induced mental health is just as shabby as the damaged ledger was. A bunch of sodden papers sags from the clipboard in your hand.
Okay, let's put the ledger away. That was surprisingly cool. There's also a caustic echo. Good on you to have thrown that slip to the wind and walked away, saying, "Not today, Dark One. I don't need your keepsakes. I am not curious. Let the past disintegrate and let its ink wash off into the bay of Martinez. You are through with it. There is no terrifying splash of stomach acid to fill you with dread, no caustic lack of air. You haven't lost anything incredibly precious, too precious to name. You got shit on a stick. All you need to do is keep the shit balanced on the stick, and everything will be fine." Okay. Nice. Kim, are you just gonna follow me the whole time? Like the whole time? Don't you want to go to bed, Kim? Kim? You've peaked? Don't worry. Maybe you just need to stop for the day. I'm also really shit at TFT sometimes. Also, the new set is dropping tomorrow. I'm really excited. It looks really cool. I am going to save here. And we'll pick this up at some point again. Who knows? I'm also going to quick save. And yeah. I'm starting to get tired. So rather than try and like push it towards a certain point, I'm rather going to be healthy. I'm going to make a good decision as a me and call it here. That was great. See, the thing with this game is that it is quite political, and making wrong decisions doesn't just mean, oh, okay, I stubbed my toe and now like I got a stubbed toe, you know. It means that we start looking into ideologies that are like so guck. But you know what? Wrong decisions. This playthrough is not indicative of my political beliefs or my beliefs in general. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, the walking disclaimer. Just to make that incredibly clear, if you didn't already know, I do not support fascism. But the game is including it in here, right? It is a horrible decision. Nobody would probably choose this darn decision, but I did because that's the playthrough. And unfortunately, we also hurt Kim's feelings quite a few times, and that hurts more than us converting to be a racist fascist. Anyway, you only know how to play a deck, and it's only ineffective with your collection level. I'm so sorry, Wolf. But like, I'm sure you'll be able to kind of pick things up as soon as soon as you can. Good stream. Thank you, Will. Poor Kim. Yes, poor Kim. I can't believe I got that freaking achievement. So I've only got 7 out of 45, but I've done a lot of, I've actually done a lot of achievements. Like I've played this game for like 30 hours, and I've only played 9 hours these days. So like getting a achievement is difficult. I mean, there are like some ridiculous ones, like apologize 10 times. The figurines won't win her back. Say 10 traditionalist things. Bang up 5 inanimate objects. Say 7 incredibly boring things. Pour one out for social democracy. Say you're the law 7 times. See beyond the veil 6 times. Bother Kim after hours. He probably wouldn't mind. Ooh. Yak about machines 4 times. Force Kim to reveal his secrets. Don't call it a book club. Wow. This is the kind of animal you want to be. A leopard minds. There is a leopard print onesie. But that technically counts as pants. Medal dispenser. Here, have one. They're free. Cause a shitstorm. You brought this on yourself. That sounds perfect. The icebreaker. You can still move your face with your fingers. What body? Solve the case without even inspecting the body. Whoa! We shouldn't have inspected the body. But it's fine. We made plenty of bad choices with the body, like we threw up multiple times and stuff like that. At least you peaked at Diamond Plus. Yeah, that's really good. Diamond is much higher than what I've ever done. Yeah, I played through this again, Will. There's just so much stuff in there, and it's really good. And I got some really good titles of fake mystery novels, so that's great. Anyway, thank you everyone for coming. It was really great. I don't know when the next stream is. It will depend on my energy levels. So I'll let you know on my Discord or the links on my link tree. The link tree is in the link down below. If you want to play Disco Elysium, then you should buy it from Steam. That is also in the link down below. And there's also some other things down below. Just like, right? There was a comment. The question that I wanted people to answer in the comments, and now I can't remember what it was. I think it had something to do with fascism. Oh, it was, should I have meditated on fascism, but then I just decided to do it anyway, so there you go. You got some vibranium. Technically, it's just been downhill ever since. I mean, look, I get that a lot with ranked matches. It's totally okay, Wolf. We've all been there. Anyway, thank you, everyone. Have a